Hey, what is up you guys? This is Vira's channel, and guess what? I am Vira, and today I'm bringing you some Saints Row 4 gameplay. You know, this is just like after the game's beat and everything. And I will say, before this video actually gets into it, spoiler alert, okay? If you have never played Saints Row, click off the video, go play the game, then you can watch me like a couple months later. I don't care. This is an early video. Okay? But I wanted to talk about, you know, where the series is going, where I would want the series to go, and how the series has turned out, okay? Now we're going to start back with Saints Row 1. Okay? Saints Row 1 was an awesome game. It had a good story. You know, you get into Third Street Saints, you meet Johnny Gat, you get the piss beat out of you by Johnny Gat, and it's just fun. And leading up to it, you find out that one of the gang members is actually, I can't remember his name, but he was a white dude that that wore a tank top all the time with the little Third Street Saints emblem on it. And he was actually a cop, but he actually saved the boss. And for those of you that don't know, the boss is actually the main character. It's you, okay? While Julius and Dex, some more of your gang members, just kind of screw you over, leave you on a boat, blows up the boat, and you get sent to prison. And then you go into Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2, we're trying to bring back the Third Street Saints, okay? Fighting different gangs, everything. That's the same basis as every other Saints Row game. You're bringing the Third Street Saints back on top, okay? And in this one, you actually get revenge on Julius, okay, for, you know, messing you up. You actually beat the piss out of him and then shoot him, okay? And that is the most gratifying thing ever. Like, I mean, like, you're just like, oh, yes, I finally get my revenge for him blowing up the boat while I was still on it. And that's just freaking awesome. So the game quits and everything, you know, the game ends and you start.
Better you than me.
And you know, Third Street Saints are on top and everything, and then you go into Saints Row 3, where the Saints Row, the Third Street Saints have they have actually like commercialized their game. They're very popular, and this is the first Saints Row game that was just a comedy bit instead of, you know, being serious like the other ones. And where the second one you went after Julius, you don't get to go after Dex in this one. And everybody forgets about Dex, okay? Up until a certain point, and I'll talk about that. Okay? And, you know, it was a good game and everything. You know, it still had, you know, some serious points in it, and it was fun.
I hate the landing.
Okay? Now you go, you start to shit with the gang, and they end up taking all your money. Third Street Saints are still popular, but they take your money. It's still one of their penthouses, okay, which is Third Street Saints HQ. You keep it all the way to Saints Row 4. We'll talk about Saints Row 4 in a little bit. You actually, you know, you fight your way back on top. You get all your money back. You do some shit, so you know the gang's rich again. Okay, so then you go into Saints Row 4, and the boss is the President of the United States. Okay, now tell me how freaking ridiculous that is. Okay, there is no way that a gang member could be the President of the freaking United States. Okay, and they make all these jokes about it and everything. Okay, and this, as far as story, this is the worst Saints Row. Okay, because this game was purely made for comedy and had no serious points at all. Okay.
Nice view.
Now the gameplay is freaking amazing, dude. As you can see, I'm doing the insurance fraud right now. Like, I'm watching the video as you're watching the video, and I'm actually doing the insurance fraud right here. And you see me fly around and shit earlier, super jump, wall run, stuff like that, and it's awesome. It's just
really
cool.
Thought this wouldn't hurt?
But it's lacking story. Then you go into to Get Out of Hell, where the boss is actually captured and by Satan. Think about it, Satan. He's captured by Satan. I'll say it again. The boss is captured by Satan. And Johnny Gat, your best pal that dies in Saints Row 3. Okay.
Holy shit!
That you find in Saints Row 4 and you rescue him from the aliens that you're freaking fighting. Okay. Like, goes into hell and he saves the boss. Okay, and actually one of the big points of Get Out of Hell, you were supposed to be able to get your revenge on Dex, and it wasn't even really revenge. He just ran away from you and he didn't say anything. I'm sorry if you just heard my phone go off. That's probably like a YouTube alert saying that, you know.
Quit cutting me off!
No. Actually, it was a Facebook alert. But anyway, okay, you're going to Get Out of Hell, and it's awful. All it is just like little mini games like insurance fraud and stuff like that. There's no story whatsoever or anything. Okay, where Saints Row 4 actually had a little bit of story, this has none at all. And, you know, with the Earth gone and everything else, it's the time to reboot the series and make it good again. Make it as great as Saints Row 2 was, okay? Everybody knows Saints Row is just one of those games. I like it more than Grand Theft Auto. Actually, they're pretty close. Grand Theft Auto kind of outweighs it just because of the multiplayer. But I think if Saints Row were to emulate something like that, it would be way better than what Grand Theft Auto was, okay? But now's the time that they can reboot, okay? And I think this will be a wise decision and make the game good again, okay? And I just don't want to see one of my favorite games die a slow and painful death like they have been doing throughout since Saints Row the 3rd. And it's sad whenever we see a game dying, like Call of Duty. Call of Duty, I think Call of Duty is dying right now because of all the decisions that they're making right now. And I just share this, you know, let this be heard that we want a good Saints Row again, not a comical one, not one with fucking dildo bats in it, okay? Like, it can have some comedy in it, just like Grand Theft Auto has some comedy in it, but we want it serious too. We want it to be a game with story in it, okay? Now, you can have some cool stuff in it, just like Saints Row 1, you had the pimp cane, okay? And that thing was freaking hilarious to use, okay? But we need to make Saints Row great again. And that's all I'm trying to say in this video. But my time's running pretty short right now, so my gameplay's about to end. So I guess I'll talk to you later, guys. This is Buyer signing out. Like and subscribe to see more. You know, peace. Like and subscribe. Everything else. But see.